Okay. Welcome to part 20. Last time I ended prematurely because I ended up needing to eat food that was prepared for me. That was a very unfortunate situation. But, well, for me in terms of playing this game, because I actually did want to do the particle exam and maybe do some of roer. But, well, we have what we had. So anyway, as I decided to do at the end of the last part, we have chosen our 2 party members for a fight against Sarah. So make sure that whoever you pick has got their ornaments sorted out and their equipment to be correct. And even since you're in the screen, prepare your links however you decide them to be, as you'll go straight into the battle. Well, okay, there's a slight bit of a panning shot. I forgot about that. Hey. Oh, when do people that want to fight and not have dangerous glint in the eyes? No. Not so familiar in Crow, so if you pick those 2, that statement's a little off. We have to make sure no one reaches low HP and we win in less than 40 turns. Oh boy. Oh, actually, first things first. Sarah here is a human, which means normal elemental efficiencies. Level 55, so she's still a little higher level than us. Attack delay is only a 20, so you probably could get some delay on her, but I'd also recommend at least buffing yourself at least a little bit, especially if you're under leveled, because yeah. Sounding B. And then we shall arc slash. If the delay works, cool. If it doesn't work, well shit. It didn't work. But thank goodness Wayne is dodging really well, so I think we'll be able to get away with now just spamming arts on these 2 at the very least. I'm not getting that delay, am I? By God, Wayne actually got hit. Actually, we could do a little bit of a cheeky here. We'll just... Since Sarah's going to be getting sent backwards, we'll do the smart play here with ground press. Oh. I think we're going to go for a cross. I think we'll do a cross wave, and just to see if we can knock her down. But the birds are they are actually quite slow moving, so it's like, okay, I can see exactly where they all are now. If I can deflect all of them, then... And she couldn't move far, so... Well, there we go. Still alive? Darn it. Well, Elliot gets the kill then. Ready to go, Elliot. You're the best. And that's AP increased by 2. Actually quite a simple fight, unless you choose to bring literally the worst possible team up of Ween and whichever the class don't work as well with him before a 3-on-1 assault, which I doubt it. I feel like there's no real bad combination against Sarah. Yep, 6 months of shenanigans. But we have certainly not surpassed Sarah in strength. Definitely not. Not yet, at least. And so, Sarah proceeds to fight everyone in groups of 3 repeatedly until even she's tired out. Smart decision making there, but hey, you know, it's a practical exam. Let's get practical. You know, that's a good thing. If everyone's getting tired out, that's good. It means a lot of work is being put in. And no one here is taking Sarah on one-on-one. And up she gets. I almost repeated the line, god damn it. As I spoiled with my usual choices in the schoolhouse, Group A is Ween, Alyssa, Fee, Makis, Elliot and Crow. They're off to roer, which is the industrial metropolis and has the great house of Walkner about, as well as the Wynford Company. Well, Group B are Emma, Laura, Eustace and Gaia striking Milliam to Ordis. What could possibly go wrong? Which is also where Kyan's family exists. And that is also a great house. So, indeed would be worth saying. But it's weird, considering that we're taking mostly people that went to Brionia Island. Minus Laura, of course. Which is strange, considering that's literally off the coast of Ordis. So you'd think, hang on, how can you do a field study on an island that has, like, one hut for multiple days? That doesn't seem plausible. There had to have been something to be done on Ordis, but I guess not, because Ruby's off to Ordis now. Eustace shares my concerns. Why would you take Milliam into a noble faction stronghold? That seems like a recipe for disaster. Milliam's admission of doing illegal shit is not a good thing, necessarily, but what can you do? Because there's still lessons to be learned, Marcius, obviously. Like, how to stop terrorism. For the upteenth time, probably. Actually, you know what? There's probably other lessons to learn still, but with a field study, but eh. And of course, there's no field study being planned next month, so this is our last field study. As next chapter is the final chapter. So the schoolhouse is done. We're basically done with the field studies. Anyone that's played through us sure knows exactly what point of the timeline we're going to be getting to. So, we still made it up to A3, even though we've skipped over half from heart to stomach. Ah, yes, the Grail Locket. Perfect. The Grail Locket is a great accessory. What it does is prevents all abnormal statuses, although you can't stop yourself from dying. It's the only downside, really, to it, but it is useful. If there's a character you just don't want to have be dealing with status elements, give it to them. And suddenly, they're a lot more effective in every situation. You could give it to Elliot, and then, well, he'll be able to holy tongue other people that have been hit with status elements. You could give it to Ween, and then Ween's just never going to... have to worry about that stuff. Well, at least they're going in the. Well, at least they're both going to roer, so. So I mean, at least they can work on that during the trip. Mm-hmm. Wibble, 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 wibble. Flashback to the previous day. Hmm. Ah, sure you are. What time do you call this? What do we expect, but Elliot? Oh, that's just not on. Well, it's true, it's... Oh, and all the roer quartz gets unequipped from the other guys, which means they're now going to have lost a bunch of their quartzes. But that means we get to put them on these guys instead now. Yay. That does mean... Oh, yeah, I have Domination Available for one of my party members. Let's see who can use them. Who could use it? Fee could use it, but I prefer getting that just straight up strength. I could use it, but he's not really a strength guy. Realistically, what do we get from Falcor? We get Shining and Airstrike, so the Dark Matter Quartz actually does fit. And then, you know what? Physical Alyssa, let's have Domination. Right, anyways. Before we leave, we can, of course, go about our engineering building shenanigans that we normally can get up to. Namely, just... Where's George? George is here. That optional scene. Yay, we did our... Yeah, we did a perfect job on sorting that out. George helped Eddie with the instruments, so that's good. At least some of them will have been probably left over from last year then. Man, it's a good thing only Quo is able to be a bad influence on the outfits. I mean, please stop them. Anyway. Yeah, it feels silly. Yeah. Things, tensions are rising all over the place. Just because, yeah, they are. But to be fair, terrorist attack in multiple locations at the same time kinda means that you have to figure something out. But anyways, as I was planning on doing, since we should have the Sepith now... No, we don't. We still don't. Fuck. Okay, well, we could get you just at least, possibly. What else am I thinking of then? Not much, actually. I have no thoughts in my brain. Oh, actually, let's get an attack 3. Since we're here, we can get ourselves an attack 3. This is to make up for the fact I couldn't get Seraphic Wing yet, still, because I don't have the fucking mats for it. Who has an attack 1 at all? No, all you guys are having attack 2s. So, That replacement there, it's done that. Okay, so off we go to the field. What has Sarah got planned for us this time? Hopefully nothing too annoying or bad or nah, probably a good thing. Because you got to start the field studies off on a good foot, so that when bad shit occurs, we're like, ah, shit, of course bad stuff has to happen. It was going so well too. Otherwise, if it's just all the entire time, then it's not that interesting. I don't even need to press A button anymore. Well, never mind. Well, we did spend a bit of time in the engineer building, so, I mean, everyone kind of did. I don't know why people are thinking, like, wait, how did Sharon get it first? In this occasion, at least. And along comes Group B. Instantaneous travel, the best thing to have on a resume. Okay, so your resume says here that you're unable to drive, you're shit at understanding directions, but you can instantaneously teleport. I say that you'd be a pretty good delivery driver. We're still going to give you a quota that's 20 times more demanding than it needs to be, but hey, that's delivery services for you. And coming in from the sky itself. We don't get to see it yet because we need to see the class's reaction to everything. Behold, up there in the sky. It's not a bird, it's not some kind of Superman. It is an airship, which is basically the most plane-like thing that this series has going for it. Airships in this universe are usually used for commercial and private travel, depending on which regions you're referring to. Obviously, Erebonia seems to prefer using trains more, but, you know, fair enough. This marvellous red-looking ship is the Courageous, as we'll get told in a second. Flabbergastedness aside, yes, the only way to identify if it's an Imperial airship is the amount of guns on it. They're referring to the Arcel. Arce? An airship that cropped up in LaBelle. Sea the Sky trilogy. Man, it's a good thing that this field is big enough for it. Fucking hell. Although it probably is better if people didn't stand on the field. It'd be like if some kind of helicopter would try to land in like a school. Like the playground would have to be able to handle it land, but like, or field or whatever. But you probably wouldn't see one try to land because, let's face it, a plane wouldn't be trying to land on grounds of an educational value because, let's face it, that is just a recipe for disaster and ultimately not worth the amount of money that'd be wasted. By God, this looks like a marvellous bit of engineering. Okay, we've done it. We've stolen what the bell's made. Let's just paint it red. That will get them off our... The music stops, so we have to hear entirely exactly what Olivat is saying, because truly he is the best. Okay, that one's definitely for Jesus. He's not the best. But it's amazing, but it's fun to have him around. Muller doesn't get his voice, but Oliver does. That seems a little bullshit, but I guess it's only one vote box to go around. The third man! It's Viscount Arseed! Who would have thought? Oh, and Toval's here too. I guess that makes it a four-man group. We got a proper stable there on that airship. Why, I'm piloting the ship, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if anyone happened to be looking around in the sky would be going, oh, what the fuck is that up there? As it touched down. I'm adding S's to the word. I am now a snake. And all that. Oh god, George having a conversation with Oliver would just be Matt Mercer talking to himself. Oh god. Why yes, why would I not be allowed to look at this marvellous airship? What better way than to go into noble strongholds on an airship? Maybe we could bomb them too while we're at it. That's exactly what Crow says. Is definitely a... Woo! Well, there'll be plenty of seats on the ship. I try and talk, which is a curse sometimes. All of that to reveal what I already revealed. This is the Courageous. We'll be using it to get to our locations. It's so much simpler to say, but, you know, sometimes it has to be that. We get a different track of sound and music for this. To show just exactly what this is all about. Magical ship flying through the sky, as it were. Put the controller down. We see a number of NPCs look on as the Courageous flies around through different locations. Primarily, we see the locations of Heimdall that we went to several chapters ago. Behold, poor people, we have this ship now. Oh, so Blue Blanc, just hiding out in the Ost district at this time. No idea why he's in the Ost district. He just is. Es bleu blanc. Pattern 13. Whatever that may be. Obviously, the Railway Military Police have their work cut out for them as well. And we get to see Saint Astaria again. Well, that's what it's meant to do. If it just immediately plummeted into the ground, there would be much of an airship. Frown. What did I do to Cedric throughout the series? Fucking hell. Oh well. Ja. And we don't get the fun music within the Chancellor's office because Lecter, who's currently here in Erebonia, I would argue he's about to head off back to Prospel. Oh god, no! Osborne and Oliver are going to be playing a game of shogi. It could be worse, could be Chinese checkers. I actually don't mind shogi. I realise I might be poking at it a little bit, but I don't mind it. I'm just really, really shit at it. Just like chess, actually. While I have my fun with it, I'm incredibly shit. And now we actually get to see the insides of the Courageous. Whatever that means. But it's a line, but it's a high number, so we're going very fast. Do you think this chest logo on it needs to be? There we go. Meanwhile, in other countries, damn it, we're broke because we gave Oliver all of our important tech. Damn that prince. Hey. 20 CF, 20 high performance engines. It was doing higher than that a little bit. So yeah, it's not as fast. It means it's faster. Well, to be fair, of course that'd be faster stuff, as this is apparently designed more to be able to also house some form of weaponry and not just be just a very fast ship. Oliver claims for a third faction, but I will well upon that in Cold Steel 2. And then again in Cold Steel 4. We are never a third way. We're never the third faction, is what I'll say. Toval's just good at his job, and that's why he's here. Although that currently means there's no one in Legram. I guess Klaus was getting everything sorted. Go give those terrorists what for? I mean, to be fair, they did just get a massive loss in the whole trade conference shenanigans, seeing as the Imperial Liberation Front side of things got met with quite a brutal defense. So, but we don't really hear about that as much, at least in Cold Steel side of things. That's more of an ashore thing. I want to take a shot every time I mention a short from this point forth. Unfortunately, I don't have shots and I don't drink alcohol, so it would be rather pointless. Of course, didn't look out a window. Wow, I can see more cloud. And now we're in the Courageous. We have to walk around it. We don't get a map per se, but it does mean that we need to talk to people. Laura wished she could have heard about this sooner, but yeah, well, it's probably good to... It's good to try and not let as many people as possible know, because otherwise the secret will be revealed and people will be like, aha, we know of your secrets. And then suddenly you'll be having to deal with them having a strong hook on you, and that's why they suddenly stop paying as many taxes. Sorry, I say King's Free on my mind there. Yeah. Fours helped Laura with whatever issues she had. Of course, Captain Arseed cares for his daughter, which is good. And we will not be discussing that Arseed until the potential discussions that I'll do when it gets to Cold Steel 4. Because there's no point in thinking, oh yeah, I'll go with that person. It doesn't matter. Due to the fact that Cold Steel 1 and 2 were on PSP and PS3. Oh no, actually, I think they're on PS Vita actually. And PS3. Mainly PS3. That's the key point here. Cold Steel 1 and 2 was on PS3. Cold Steel 3 and onwards are on PS4. Obviously, you can't transfer PS3 data to PS4 data to the PS4 because they didn't want to try and work that one out. Which actually does suffer for those that play on something like, say, a PC, because you know that the save data will always be there. Marcus, what's up here? Okay, nothing major about what he's saying. I don't think there's anyone really down here, but we can talk. But we can talk to the crew members, though we probably don't want to accidentally cause them to drift into a mountain. So probably best we just don't talk to them. Gaius is one with the wind, but well, one with the airship flying through the wind, but, you know. The Courageous, we don't get the full amount of all the flaws that there are. They need to save some. They need to save some assets for the sequel, but we do get access to the third and first floors. There's also access to the decks. Nobody wants to see dudes sing. It's all about the ladies. Hey, there's plenty of good singers that happen to be male. How dare you, Quo? And as for the skimpy outfits, that is just male or female vocals. Wolverine's going for the both option. There are several genres where both work really well. Like, I wouldn't complain about a rock show that contains male or female. It just seems like it's a bit redundant, really. We can actually do some shopping here in the supply room if we really need to get our hands on some Tira bombs, like I actually do. We were running a bit low on those, actually, to be fair. That's really all we can get from here. That's sort of important. We can't get any armor or weapons. They don't exist yet. The barracks contain beds. We can't use them. So I don't know why we're allowed in there. And as for the decks, well, Toval and Sarah we do need to talk to. So how are things going? Yeah, it's going alright. How about you? Yeah, it's alright. I did get beaten up by my students, but you know, it's all how it is. So not that long. Damn you, fate. How many more lives will you interconnect? For now. Hell, certain evil organizations have better ships. All it took was one fire, and that was enough for us to be able to go, we don't need bracers. That's the fun fact. Occasionally in Trails from Zero and Trails to Ashore, you can actually see on the bracer signboard exactly which members end up in Erebonia on occasion. A-rank bracer, design blade of wind. Yeah, Arius McLean, probably a very strong fellow. You probably don't want to be fighting anytime soon. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with that. That's for those that are playing Ashore to deal with. Is it at this point we only know of 2 defined blades? Because by Kuro, there's a good couple. Because I think at this point the only 2 we know of is, yeah, Cassius and Arios. Play the spell games to learn more of that, because it doesn't affect Cold Steel at this time. Oh, and the Sky games as well, for that matter. Go play the previous games. But I own a PlayStation. Ah, fuck. And that's what it was like to be playing Cold Steel when it first came out. S-rank Cassius, A-rank Arios. Yeah, Breen became a bracer, then, you know, he'd probably be doing quite well in there as well. And first begins Toval's attempts at recruiting Ween. It's not like we've been doing glorified bracer work as it is, but we could actually be an actual bracer. That is a great idea, fellas. Protective Sarah occurs. Over to the weir deck. No, front deck. We were at the weir. Now we're at the front. We don't need to talk to the girls, but we do need to talk to Oliver and Muller. Yay. Oh, money, materials. Keeping it hidden from certain parts of the government. Yeah. Potentially. Who do I vote for? Do I vote for that arsehole that doesn't want to help out the citizens of the land, or vote for this person that also doesn't want to help out the citizens of the land? So many choices. Let's go back in, because we actually do need to go down to the hold. In the hold. This place is quite spacious. It could fit things more than just a few armoured vehicles, but yeah. But you know, it's always nice to have some battlements. One matter collaboration of technology and engineering. Whoopee! If you can't give a simple answer to how many projects someone currently has, like, you know, a number, then... Well, how many projects are going on in the Wayne Group as a whole? Hello, Ween. Hello. We're doing this shenanigans now, as it were. From Ymir. This is our time where we get to hear about what it is about. A population of 200,000 is under the jurisdiction of Magnus Wagner, and it's a place known for its technology. It's known as the industrial. It is known as an industrial city due to its industry being its key focus, really. It's how it gets all its money. It has an institute of technology where people do learn more about it. The Weinford Group is based there. There's even a mine. So, you know, there's a lot to do there. And Vandalism will now talk about the mine, because its iron is used for a lot of the shit that the Empire needs to have. Even then, there are mines elsewhere in Erebonia, but not in the parts of Erebonia we go to. This is great. We've really not had a uneventful field study, and that is never going to... That's probably never going to not occur, where it's just all peaceful sunshine and lollipops. ever, because then it wouldn't be an interesting video game that we happen to be playing. Oh, it's not giving me the next objective? Oh, probably gonna have to maneuver to the... if it's not giving you really anything, even though you've talked to everyone, then just move the floors until the game gives you it, possibly, I don't know. Gotta go to Judgment Area then, because we've talked to everyone we needed to talk to. I think. Yeah, there's no one to talk to here. We talked to the people we needed to talk to on the decks. Weird. I thought there would have been more going on. Let's head back to the bridge. See if... okay, that's just Darcy saying that all the glass. Let's go back to the junction area. Maybe I missed something on one of the decks. Yeah, okay, right, probably need to talk to the girls. At the very least. Hey, room. Ah, yes, Osborne will just hand out airships. Again, sit down. Yeah. Sure enough. Okay, so nothing else on that deck, and the red deck was solely... oh, really? That's really all I had to... they should have exclamation marks. Oh no, I left my sword on there. Oh well. Now we get the music again. They'll be fine. They're Group B. While they may have things that they have to deal with, they don't have... it's not as interesting as what Group A gets up to. Because Green's the protagonist. So long, everybody. We land. Yes, I know I can do all that stuff. Safely on the ground, we now get up to our shenanigans that we need to within roer. Everything to start to look a bit familiar there. Yeah. And we make it through a giant tunnel. That's quite a bit of a distance between the airport and this, but yeah, to be fair, you need space for an airport, even if it's an airship, which means it can do some verticality. Welcome to roer. There's a store there. There's escalators going up and down, and of course there's RF stuff blasted everywhere. There's even a hotel and a church. Because of course there is. Really does condense the city to an extent. Oh, it's roer. I forgot it's roer, not roer. What? I'm putting a W where there's an R. Roer. English. So we could go up it normally. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, once we get done with this cutscene, I'll show you something a little fun. A moving staircase, as it were. Only existing here in roer. Oh, and they were working on this in Sice over in LaBelle. Why is it with every other brilliant thing coming from LaBelle? Also, how are these not called orbal escalators? Like, you'd think they'd be called like orbal stairs or something. But no, this is one of the few times they don't use orbal tech. Like, ah! But they do have these giant fuck-off pillars because of the amount of orbal energy being used. They have to have these, otherwise... otherwise they've essentially just used a gigantic EMP on themselves and can't utilise a lot of the tech. Bravo, geniuses. Yep, that's a tall building, alright. Don't want to get pushed off of it. Yeah, not as big as Orcus Tower, that's for sure. We actually do get control here. Which means we get to do a bit of fun here. We can just walk on down the escalator that's moving upwards. Actually, we... Different dialogue that can only occur if you choose to be an idiot. Yay! Oh, what's happening? Well, now that we've given me night towers... Yep, this is definitely a lobby. Don't know why we need this many panning shots, Falcom. Woo, scammers. Lady Alyssa. Oh, by Jove, it's you. Moving along. I've pressed the trigger. This is literally just walking. Up. Line for building, 23rd floor. Walkie, 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 walk. Yes, yes, class 7, yeah. More walking. Damn it, we can't put it in the 11 o'clock news, we'll have to put it in the 9 o'clock news. Ah, screw crossbow. What is it done? Yay! Business! No, that's one way of playing it. Oh yes, class 7. I did just let them in. Hello people, here are your tasks. Our envelope for various tasks. Fair enough. Ah. A night cruise. Fair enough. Oh, Alyssa, she always said that she'll make time in the evening. She's got work to do. Why do they call her Elisa? It works so much better to call her Alyssa. Fucking pronunciation! Don't be an idiot. Ah, got it. Stop admiring her, you fools! All work and no play. Ah, assumptions. Making fools of us all. Oh, my nose. Ah, we're definitely going into... We're getting close to winter. That's for sure. She's a super maid. Of course she can do these things. Anywho, we've got our field study to do. Which it happened to include for our first bit. We do have the assigned tasks of mining a Maya metal from researcher Watto. We need to go and get some metal for some guy in the Institute of Technology. Can you hear me now? We need to do something with our Arcus unit. Fair enough. And on the Spinner Bywode, or the Spina Bywode by this game's logic, a powerful beast has appeared and we need to go and deal with it. It has... Yeah, it's on the outside of the place. But you do need to then talk to a guy right in front of the residence for that, and the study areas to find is 200 cell radius around. So the usual malarkey after that. It's only half 11. It's like Not in real life. That's definitely not the case. Unless it's a time zone that is 11:30, then congratulations. But anywho, now to go do the tasks at hand. And by that I mean heading to the correct store. No, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. RF Arms is where we need to go for our weapons. Namely Reen. We're getting Reen weapon. I would get other stuff, but we are quite strapped for cash right now. We'll sort that out later. For now, let's start with our optional objectives.